Hello! This is going to be my BookTubeAthon reading wrap up. Last week was BookTubeAthon from the 14th to midnight on the 21st, and these are the books that I read during the week. On Monday at 12 o'clock, right at the beginning of BookTubeAthon, I started with Shiver by Maggie Steve Otter. And I read about 20 pages before deciding that I needed to go to sleep, and then when I woke up, I read about 3/4 of the book. I had 3/4 of the book read by the end of day one. I couldn't get more than that read because I had work. So the next morning I woke up bright and early and I finished the book, leaving my day one / day two total pages to be 390. Once I finished that, I picked up Ouran High School Host Club. I do not have the copy with me anymore because I had to return it to the library, so I'm just going to hold it in my hand and put the picture here. I read Ouran High School Host Club for in about an hour or two. I had it finished before I went to work on day two, so that forgot to figure out how many pages was in it, so I'm just gonna go with how many is in my other manga novel, and that's about 230, so I'm going with that. I'm gonna say that I had 230 pages read from that. Once I finished Ouran High School Host Club, I started Pretty Little Liars, and I didn't get it finished on day two. I finished it on day three. I read about, I should have been writing these things down to tell you guys, but I read about 100 pages on the first day, so by the end of day two, my page count was 720. Finished this on day three with a page count of 906. That's pretty good for 3 days. That's like 300 pages a day, which is, I was going on par. I was doing really good. After I finished Pretty Little Liars on day three, I started and picked up Linger, and I read about 1/4 of this on day three, and I finished it, I believe, on day four. Yes, I finished it on day four. Which adds another 360 to my page count, which makes my page count by the end of day four 1,266 pages. After I read Linger, I picked up Sailor Moon Volume 2, the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, the newest version that's out. And I finished this on day four, and it adds another 230 pages to my count, which brings it up to 1,496 pages. This is when I start to fall off the bandwagon. By Friday, I had read 5 books in total, and I only had 2 books left to go, and my mother was coming in town, so I never got much reading done over the weekend. I started to read A Chaos of Stars, and I just could not get into it. It's not that it wasn't very good, it's just it didn't really interest me, so I was like, I'm not putting myself through this. So instead, I picked up Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King. I read this throughout the weekend. I didn't finish it. I'm still not finished it, and it's Thursday. There's my bookmark. I have a bit to go, and I'm absolutely loving this, but I didn't get it finished, but I'm still counting the 100 pages that I read over the weekend towards my goal. So that leaves my BookTubeAthon page total to 1,596 pages. That is actually incredible. The fact that I managed to read 5 books this week is crazy. I normally don't even read 5 books in a month. So even though I never got to finish my TBR, here's the challenges that I completed. I read a book with pictures. I started a series, but I didn't finish it. I read a genre that I hadn't read in a while, a book to TV adaptation. So that's 3.5 challenges. I would have had more if I had finished The Chaos of Stars and read Forever, which was my book with Red, but I think reading 5 books is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so excited that I got to participate in BookTubeAthon this year. I want to thank Ariel Bissett for putting this off. She did a fabulous job. I didn't do any of the challenges because I was just too busy reading, trying to get to my goal. and I'm so excited for next year's BookTubeAthon. I will see you next time with a very, very long July book haul. See you then. Bye!